Jalen Brunson. Do you think Jalen Brunson deserved to be first team All NBA?
I don't think he's gonna be first team All NBA. I think he will make one. I think he'll make probably like second. Maybe he'll definitely, if he don't make second, he'll definitely be top three. He's been a top five point guard this year. Cause I had to go look. I was thinking like, okay, who's the point guards? Like, who's been like amazing? Shea. There's no order. Shea, Luca. If you want to say Steph, I'm not gonna argue. I looked and I was like, okay, Brunson got to be in there. Hallie would be in there, but he kind of been falling off the face of the earth. He got hurt and he ain't been the same since.
His scoring dropped like shit.
Fox, you can argue it, but I think he's been better than Fox this year. Trey Young was playing really good at one point, but I think Jalen Brunson has been more consistent. Jalen Brunson has been better than Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Maxi, you can argue it, but I'm
He's better
still
than.
probably take Brunson. And shit, honestly, those are the only point guards. Like those are probably like top point guards in the league. So yeah, he's been a top point guard. And he's gonna make All NBA because he's been keeping that team afloat all year. Like bro, they've been having an injury bug all year. Julius Randle been out forever. Mitch Robinson, he been out basically damn near the whole year. OG, he been out for a minute. He came back for like 2 games, and now his elbow hurt again. And I saw a report saying he don't like playing when he hurt. So how long is he gonna be out? I think he probably won't come back until late in the year. And I think he'll play in the first round. But if he say he don't like playing hurt, we ain't gonna see him no time soon. And he's
But
been keeping that team afloat.
who said they don't like playing hurt?
OG,
Ah, man.
he don't like playing hurt.
I would imagine he play all that damn defense. Shit, he probably too sort of keep up lateral movements, dynamic movements. Hard to do when you hurt.
He been and Jalen Brunson, he got them in the fourth seed. You got to give credit to DiVincenzo. You got it. Definitely got to give credit to Josh Hart. Josh Hart probably the best rebounding guard in probably the last 10 years, if we're being honest, outside of Westbrook. He probably the second best rebounding guard I've ever seen. Like he gets rebounds every damn night. And it's not like he get like 5 or 6. No, he be getting double digit boards every night. And you got to give him credit. Give credit to Isaiah Hartenstein. You got to give credit to all of them. And definitely Jalen Brunson. He upped his scoring. Like, he's been a top 5 point guard this year. So I'm giving him his credit.
I say, do I think Jalen Brunson first team All NBA? I think it's an argument for it. I don't think it's room for him though, because it's only five. I don't think like top five in the league. That's really
And,
tough.
and no positions
Yeah,
either.
yeah. This position was too, so it's really hard. I don't think it's room for him. I think he definitely deserved to be like a bottom at least three. Like he's not missing it, like for sure. Yeah, big market like Jalen Brunson. He's been the best player since the playoffs. I thought like shoot, he was better than Randall this year. Even if Randall didn't miss that much time, he was the guy in New York to me. I think he's 1A. I'm not gonna hold you though. Like top five though, I got him at six, right at six. I'm gonna say best point guards in the league right now for me. I got Luca, Shea, Harden, Halliburton, Steph, and then I got Brunson right there at six.
Has
Like
he been better than them this year?
has Jalen Brunson been better? I don't think he's been better than any of them this year. Honestly, no. I wouldn't say that, no. But I do think like he's definitely top 10, top six. Cause like the way Shea, like, man, his mid-range, his passing, his attacking, his drawing the foul. I like Jalen Brunson footwork. I like he plays big, even though he's like 6'2", 6'3", he plays big. And like Steph is Steph Curry. Like that man, like, damn, like they like you man, it's Steph Curry. But then you got Harden. I think Harden's still amazing. Harden's still amazing. He tried to block Kawhi's shot.
I
I
saw
think
that.
I think he only did that because they was blowing them out like he just goofing around. Like honestly, they blowing them out. It don't even matter. But Hallie, Shea, Luca, Harden. Honestly, I'm gonna give it to Hallie because like just him when they was going against the Bucks this whole season, he looked amazing. He looked amazing, and it's looking like I really want them to play each other in the playoffs. I hope it happens. But Harden been amazing.
Oh,
Uh, Pacers and Bucks, I want them to play each
uh,
other in the playoffs. I think that's like that's what needs to happen to create that rivalry right now in the East. Like that's what the NBA need. An emerging star with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, we need that.
That actually might be the best rivalry, if we're being honest. There's not a lot of rivalries in basketball, well, at least in the NBA. Like it's just not how it was back in like the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
And maybe if I think they'll do it? No. But maybe if somehow they kind of made divisions matter, like kind of how football does it,
Mm.
maybe. Do I think they'll try to make divisions matter? No, because the division doesn't really matter because it's really about just your conference.
It's a whole lot of games in the NBA too. It's a lot of games in the NBA. Football, it's like they kind of play the same. You won't see your team play every team. Like it take like 3-4 years for that before they can play every other team.
They play their division opponents twice a year, so that's 6 times. So it's and then that winning the division, that's how you damn near get into the playoffs. So in here it's not like that. But it was
Yeah.
just a back and forth with the Bucks and the Pacers going like in the in-season tournament and like Giannis wanted the ball or whatever. That kind of ignited. Or you could probably say the Celtics. You can say the Celtics and the Heat. You can say that's a rivalry because that's been going on. Really, it's been going on for a good minute.
Yeah, because
So you can say that's a rivalry.
Celtics, like honestly, because like when Jimmy missed that shot and the Celtics went, and then I think the year before that you had I think like this. Then after that it was like the Celtics put the Heat out, so like they've been going back and forth. It do be a little spicy. It do be spicy. I think last year, man, time moves so fast, but it's just like bro. Tatum and them boys, they shouldn't have lost that. Even though I had the Heat, I didn't think the Celtics was gonna take them to 7, and then the Heat finally got it done. But it was like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Them boys going back and forth like that. That's definitely a little rivalry. That's definitely a little rivalry.
That's kind of what we need in basketball because I mean we have storylines, but what type of rivalry storylines in Boston and Lakers? That's like the best rivalry like in NBA, but they aren't. They're not like going at it how it was when it was Magic and Bird and Chamberlain and Russell. It's not like that. It's not like that no more. It's just okay.
Like
It's Lakers and Celtics. They're gonna be on national TV just because it's those two teams, but we ain't gonna see no heated. Nobody getting it. No, we don't see that.
our
It's not gonna happen.
yeah, our biggest rivalry this generation is like the players going against each other. Like it used to be like Melo versus like Bron, Wade versus Bron. Then you got Steph versus Bron. Those like our rivalries be like players nowadays. So it's like it's because like I ain't gonna hold you because like here us like American fans we don't really just like root just for like teams. Like if our favorite player leave, like if Derrick Rose stayed healthy and went to like the Celtics, nah, he wouldn't have did that. He would have went to like anywhere else, like Bron when he left the Cavs to go play with Miami. All LeBron fans went to Miami too. Then they went back to Cleveland. Then they went to LA. So it's like we follow our players. So it's real hard to like.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's real hard.
it's really not a lot of team. Like, unless you damn near born there, or like say,
Celtics.
yo, like if you was
Only
born
team
in that city, or like your family was like, say, a Celtics Heat fan, whatever, like forever, and you're
yeah,
just gonna adapt to it regardless. Like, it's just gonna happen. So, like, that's it. But if you really wasn't a fan of no team, it's like, oh, I just like that player. Yeah, I'm gonna just like them. And then if he leaves, like you said, if he leaves, shit, I'm gonna just go follow him. Like that's just how it is. Because it's just a lot of player movement. No one really stays with the same team. The only person that stayed with the same team, honestly, in probably the last 10 years, is Steph. You could say really Steph is like superstar wise, he's the only one that's stayed with the same team.
yeah.
Everybody else is definitely moved on.
Yeah, that probably make it way easier too for like people to be Warriors fans. Cause if you got that franchise player that's still there, like that shit is like it's real easy to be a fan. Like the only places, it's like the only teams I could really imagine like you a Celtics fan, like you a real fan is the Celtics, the Lakers, and the Heat. Like them the only places I could really think of. Like they really the fans of the team and the player. Like even if Tatum leave, I don't think too many Celtics. They gonna want the best for Tatum, but they still gonna be a Celtics fan first.
I'm gonna say since 2000, it's only probably been. I would have said Wade, but then he left the Heat. You can really say Dirk. Off the top of my head, Dirk and Steph. Like,
but Wade,
yeah,
even with Wade though, they supported Wade, but like they were still Heat fans. But Wade went back, didn't he?
yeah, he did. I mean, he did go back, but he
Play with
did
the Bulls
leave
and the
though.
Cavs.
He did play with the Cavs. He did leave though. He did leave, but he's still low key a Heat lifer. I feel like those 2 seasons with like the Bulls and the Cavs, we don't even think about that shit. We don't even think about that. We always think about because he didn't do it. Let's just say if they would have at least gone far, if he would have gone far with the Bulls, I think we'll be like remembering. But I feel like if you ask somebody like say let's just say like an 18-year-old and you say, D Wade played for the Bulls, they probably wouldn't even know. Or say like he was 15. They probably wouldn't even know he was on the Bulls.
Motherfuckers, that's photoshopped.
Then you tell him like, no, he definitely was on the Bulls and then he played with the Cavs. And he'd be like, damn, he played with the Cavs? I'm like, yeah, bro. He played there for literally a half a year.
Hey, the only thing I could think about with Wade and the Cavs is that one picture of the meme when Wade and when they was like, you said it was gonna be like Miami, and they looking at each other on the bench like, man, this ain't it.
I think Rose could have been a lifer, a Bulls lifer. Could have.
I think Westbrook had the chance too. I feel like he could have been it for OKC, but you gotta win the chip. That's the only way you could stay. If you don't win the chip, you can't stay.
I think he would have. I think he could have stayed if he wanted to. But he told them like, I do want to go win, and he knew they want to go win in OKC, so he asked for the trade to Houston. But I think if he wanted to stay, he would have stayed there. But they wouldn't have won anything. The Bulls, would they have won something? I kind of doubt it.
If Rose didn't get hurt and
Rose ain't get hurt
and Bron went to the West. Now the big three would have had to break up. If Bron would have went to the Cavs, Rose still healthy. Because it's like soon as Bron
he still played though.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like how he was when he was the MVP. Yeah. But he still played. They did go up. I think they went up 2-1 because everybody know the game winner when he had to still face when they picked him up. So we know he just faced against Bron. But I think he could have been a lifer. DeRozan at one point could have been a Toronto lifer.
Yeah, DeRozan. But they're saying you heard Kyle Lowry said something about how he planned to go back to Toronto. He hoping he could get back to Toronto. And then I think DeRozan a free agent next summer or this. I think next summer. This summer. Yeah, so I don't know. We could see a little reunion, bring the Toronto boys back.